Hey, man.
Wow, you look like shit.
Well, good, because I feel like shit. I mean, I don't even know what to say. What do I tell the boys? What do you tell a hockey team that can't win a hockey game? I just don't even know what to say to them anymore. What do you tell them?
I'd tell that team that they're lucky. I'd tell that team that that's how greatness is created. Your best isn't something that you're born with. You don't start as your best. You become great due to all the failures that you faced. Every adversity that you've gone through has made you stronger, has made you better. No man, no team has ever reached their peak by an easy road. That's just not how it works. You have to fight and claw and sweat and bleed. You have to make mistakes over and over again so that you can be great. You have to fail. And you know what? Without that failure, none of it's worth it anyway. There's no enjoyment in always being good, in always being the best. You have to know what the bottom feels like to understand what your greatness can really be, who you can really be. That's what I'd tell that team.
Wow. You really think that we can be great?
Oh, oh God, no! I thought we were talking about Detroit. You? No, you've peaked. You've peaked. Low quality fans! Quality Bruins team, that is a dub! Yeah! I'm so impressed. I am so impressed. We had every reason, not every reason, we had most reasons to lose this game. This was as scheduled a loss as a scheduled loss comes. That's the God honest truth. Because the Devils, who we just played on a back-to-back and beat 4-3 5 days ago, over the last 5 days, the Devils have done jack shit. They haven't done a damn thing. They don't even celebrate Christmas because they're Devils. Why would they celebrate baby Jesus? It doesn't make sense. Meanwhile, we, the Boston Bruins, the boys, they go into the holiday, and what are they doing? They're crushing drinks, but driving sober. They're getting laid, respectfully. They're sparking up. Just kidding, that's illegal. But they're partying, hardying. And then the 27th comes around. Now, you are not allowed, NHL Players Association, not allowed to fly on the 26th. The first day that you're allowed to be back to work is the 27th of December. Ask the Leafs, who just got fined $100,000 for flying on the 26th. So we fly out on the 27th to Ottawa to go play a game against the Senators, who really brought it to us, got their win in the shootout. Game goes to overtime, hard fought. What do we do after that game? We shower up, and then we're off again. We're going to fly down to New Jersey. I hate New Jersey. I hate it. I really think it's a terrible place to live. Not because I've ever lived there, because I haven't, but I like to pour my own gas, and I like to take left turns. And neither of those things are possible in New Jersey. I digress. We fly down to New Jersey, get a little bit of rest, skip the morning skate, try to sleep off all of travel, and then we're going to go right back into a game against a top-tier team, and then we spank them. We don't spank them. That was an excellent hockey game. That was a fantastic hockey game. That was mostly a goalie battle. Gave my heart all sorts of issues, but the entertainment value was there. Maybe not so much in the first, but after that, oh, what a game! Vanacek deserves a ton of credit. Olmark deserves more. This was the kind of game that shows you what this team's made of. We're healthy right now. The Devils are not. Once again, I'll go through. They're missing Bernier, Palat, which is a big one, Bastion, and then Marino and Graves, two other really big ones. But they've been resting for 5 days. Maybe it's rust. But it is kind of funny watching the whole Groundhog's Day of all this, where last time we beat them 5 days ago, their fans were talking about how they're not healthy, which is fair. And then our fans went, we're on the second of a back-to-back. And the same exact conversations happening on Twitter right now. The world is a circle, both literally and metaphorically. But that's why it's a scheduled loss, right? Is because we are exhausted, traveling twice in a 36-hour span as well as playing 2 games. That's hard to do. And no matter how elite of an athlete you are, your body has limitations. You can't play at your best, which is necessary every night in the NHL. I am so damn impressed. And yeah, the biggest reason we won the game was our rested goalie, Ullmark. I'm still taking that as a win. Vanacek is going to start for them instead of Blackwood this time. He's the better goalie for them this season. He's sporting a .909 save percentage, which doesn't seem flashy, but remember this team has really gone through a dip lately, and he's still trying to keep his numbers afloat. I thought he played super well this game. The stats say he played super well this game. I'm impressed. He's 12-4-2 over the games that he's played in this season. We've already gone over their injuries. For us, Ullmark is going to get the start, as I've already mentioned a couple times. Nosek to the 9th floor. We're going to have deeper conversations about this, but the new bottom 6 is Hall, Coyle, Smith, Greer, Freddie, Foligno. That's interesting. I would have personally bumped, if you're already going to put Foligno on the right side, bump him up with, switch him with Smith. But, spoiler alert, the only line that didn't get caved as far as scoring chances go is actually the 4th line of Greer, Freddie, Foligno. It's largely because of Frederick. Frederick was great. And I think I have to start reanalyzing how I see him fitting with his line mates. I think Hall and Coyle missed Freddie more than Freddie missed them, which is a bold fucking take. We'll talk more about that. Things I need to say now, because not everyone makes it to the end. Like, comment, and if you're feeling spicy, subscribe. I'm at the Winter Classic. If you want to say hello, well, tell me that you want to say hello, and I'll say hello. Just want to get that out there. Unfortunately, I work on Saturday during the Buffalo game, so I'm going to do my best. That's pretty much all I can say right there. I probably won't be able to watch it live. We'll see what happens. Puck drops! In the first 5 minutes, we're getting caved, man. I mean, McAvoy with a big hit on Hischier. Hischier goes down the tunnel, comes back, but it's just physicality. I just wanted to point out the McAvoy hit. I know that didn't actually make any sense just throwing it in there, but the physicality was there, but they had their legs, and we did not. We get outshot 7-1 through the first 5 minutes. We allowed a breakaway because of McAvoy bobbling a puck. McAvoy has just not been himself yet. I'm not worried yet. I still think that we're going to slowly see him get better and better and better, but he's not at his Norris level right now. But he bobbles a puck. It allows Miles Wood to get a clean breakaway. And, of course, Ullmark makes a save because that's what Ullmark does. He makes a save. 5 minutes in, though, DeBrusk is on a 1v1 with Siegenthaler and gets tripped up. Power play time. You need something here. Getting outshot 7-1. You don't need a goal. You don't need a goal. Let's not get picky. What you do need is just some offensive pressure. We had 0 shots. Not a good start to this game. 10:30 left. This is where our team is going to start getting a little bit of a jolt. We're not going to react right away, but Freddie and Ball are going to go for a little bit of a tilly. They're going to put the Dukes up. The first half of the fight is Ball having, target practice, really accuracy practice on Freddie's head. Just has the reach, trying to hit him, gets him a couple times, mostly helmet. The second half is Freddie just jackhammering, but again, it's just helmet. Neither player gets really all that hurt other than their hands, and eventually they both tire out and get pulled apart. It's not a great fight, but I think both teams kind of needed it. One of them, the Devils, needed Ball to stand up and be like, we're not taking any shit. Because Freddie barely provoked this. But I think Ball wanted to make a statement here, and good on him for doing it. Freddie, on the other hand, went, fuck no. This sucks. Our team is dragging ass. Let's go. And I do appreciate that as well. 8 minutes left. It's a turnover by Forbort. Just gets his stick lifted in the defensive zone. Boquist gets to take it and walk right in on Ullmark. Crossbar and out. God, the Devils love to hit the crossbar, love to hit the post, love to miss the net. They have a finishing problem right now, and it's showing during this latest stretch where I think they've lost 8 of 9. Something like that. It's something like that. Second period starts. We're not quite going yet. Devils are buzzing. We're 6 minutes in. Olmark is staring them down, though. He is batting shit away left and right, and I swear to God, he looks every shooter in the eye after he makes a save. Not initially, but as soon as the whistle blows, he just sees them, man. He just looks them right in the eye and wants to tell them, fuck off, it's not happening. I'm swearing a lot tonight. I'm pretty pumped up. I'm on my 3rd energy drink. I have not gotten a lot of sleep in the last 48 hours. It's all right, but the best save of the game is Dawson Mercer with a great wraparound attempt and kind of a stutter step at the end. He's about to do the full wrap, realizes that Olmark's already there, almost pauses and skates back a little bit. And so Olmark is already down, spread eagle, looks up. Mercer's going to try to shoot high, and the blocker arm comes up and just bats it away gorgeously. And you just don't even know how he kept it out. I mean, visually you can see it, but that's, it's a figure of speech. It's incredible. That's our guy. That is our guy who improved on his numbers once again this game. 6:21 in. McAvoy is going to go for interference, penalty kill time. It's a great kill. 0 shots. Notice, when I talked about our power play being bad for getting 0 shots, now I'm going to credit our penalty kill for allowing 0 shots rather than ever crediting the Devils with anything. That's what I like to do. This is Bruins-centric, baby. Directly after the kill, though, Foligno is going to chuck the puck up through the neutral zone. Just a high dump. Freddie and Zacha are going to pursue. They're going to pressure the Devils' defense that's kind of collecting that bouncing puck. They're going to pile in. Puck's going to get moved over to the left side of the offensive zone. Zacha's going to pursue and collide with McLeod, who falls down on his knees, ends up getting the puck, and just tries to get it out. Just tries to clear it out through the center of the ice. Right in the center of the blue line, though, right before it gets over the blue line, Lindholm is skating in, stops the clearing attempt, skates directly into the high slot, and Freddie, because he was focused on a back check looking like the puck was going the other way, had already circled high back into the zone, so then he's circling back into the slot. Lindholm sees this, drops for him, allows Freddie to pick it up. Lindholm is acting as sort of a screen, not so much to the puck, but it is screening the stick movement a little bit, which does make an effect for goalies to see. They kind of play a little bit of a guessing game of where you're shooting, and they can tell by how you're holding your stick where the pressure is being applied. It's like a tennis player. The way I use my racket, top spin, back spin. I can't think of a third spin. Anyway, Freddie just sniper-rooney and cheese blocker side. Suck on that, Vanacek. That's a 1-0 lead. Lindholm with the great keep. Freddie with the great battle. Zacha with the great battle. That's hard forechecking right there. Those are the goals that you want to see scored by a team that's... Look, we're looking at a potential President's Trophy at this point. I can say that out loud because I don't give a shit if we actually win it. So if I cursed it, I don't care. But that's literally what the Bruins are looking at very early in the season. Those are the kind of goals from your bottom 6 that you need to win games consistently. That is a great sign when you're getting them. 6:05 left, holding on ball. It's a really good kill by the Devils. I'm going to give them credit this time. They are swarming. They're very aggressive. I thought it was a great kill by them. I thought we had some nice chances to get into the zone, but they were too quick. They were much too quick on it. As soon as ball comes back onto the ice, though, he then trips McAvoy. Lamau. Right back to the power play. We're not going to do much. 22 seconds into the power play, Bergeron gets called for interference. It's one of the first times in a long time that I've seen Bergeron called for a penalty that he actually committed. That's a good call. We're going to go 4-4 for $1.38 and then have 22 seconds to kill off. Both of those things happen. Score remains the same. Going into the third, up by a goal. Third period starts, and ironically, this is the first period that we start really well. We're buzzing. 6 minutes in, though, the Devils finally managed to punch back, and it's kind of a nothing thing at first. Hamilton, it looks like the puck's going to get cleared out, and then Hamilton just jumps in on that right wall, keeps it in, chips it deeper into the zone, down to the corner. It gets chased down the wall. Tatar gets there first and spins on McAvoy, and he spins in such a way that he actually pins McAvoy against the wall, puck moves out from him, and it allows Zetterlund to just come in, grab the puck, circle towards the net, still below the net, and he just fires a missile to Hischier's stick, who's crashing into the net. Hall is there, but he's behind him, and then neither Ullmark doesn't stick his stick out to deflect a pass, and Lindholm doesn't intercept. I think each of them kind of thought, hey, the other guy's got this. It was a mistake. Hischier is able to tap it right past Ullmark. Great feed by Zetterlund. Great play by Hamilton. Great play by Tatar. Look, you can't shut out teams every game, and that's a goal that has some mistakes, but I'm not that frustrated by it. It's a 1-1 game. We still got 14 minutes left to go. Scary moment, 1:30 later, Bratt gets a breakaway off a pasta turnover that was brutal in the zone. Tried to chip it past Howla. Howla just bats it down. It goes the other way. And Bratt misses the net. Hi. What a game changer that could have been. What a game changer. The third period is much more frantic. Up and down the ice they go. Goalies are stopping everything. And with a little more than 4 minutes left, it's something coming from nothing. It's simply get into the zone. And Lindholm from the left point throws it on net. Bergeron just skates in, gets the stick high, taps it. He's just at that crossbar level. They never even challenge it. It was close enough. I think they didn't want to risk anything. And honestly, it looked like a good goal from the replay. But he just taps it down. It beats Vanacek, blocker side. It's 2-1. Bergeron's going to get the game-winning goal. Zacha is going to get the empty netter against his old team, which you just love to see. Game notes, 28-4-3. My God, that is incredible. I'm just so impressed right now. I'm so impressed with this team. This is a scheduled loss, and I don't always buy into scheduled losses. I think it's kind of dumb sometimes. But with this much travel on a back-to-back, you don't expect to win this game. You just don't. Ullmark, once again, our best player. Fantastic. Improved on his numbers once again. He had over a .960 save percentage in this one. Only allowed one goal, obviously. Yeah, there's not enough good stuff to say about him. Just incredible. Also, on a side note, we got to stop holding Swayman to Ullmark's standard right now. That's not who Swayman is right now, and Swayman's working his way out of a funk and has been very good the last 3 games, and I think it's important that we just credit him with that and not hold him to the standard of leading the league. And I feel like sometimes when we criticize Swayman on certain things, we're going, well, look at what Ullmark's doing. Ullmark is having a career year so far and is literally playing better than anyone else in the league at the moment. That's not a maintainable standard for anyone year to year. It literally isn't. Carey Price, Lundqvist, Luongo, guys that were more recently at least like the face of their franchise in net, they were not the best goalie in the league every year. Vasilevsky's not the best goalie in the league every year. I think we kind of got to look at Swayman as still a developing guy who's in the backup role right now, who we have a lot of faith in to be the next guy. Let's not hold him to Ullmark's standard that he's setting this year, because holding Ullmark to Ullmark's standard right now seems silly. I did mention something in the beginning of the video, though. Freddie. I have always thought that Freddie is a passenger on his lines, especially with Hall and Coyle. But tonight, it became very clear that Hall benefits greatly from a hard forechecker. And Coyle cannot play that role when he's going to need to be responsible defensively, especially Hall's been very good defensively, but when he has Smith on his wing, who is not good defensively. And we know Frederick is good defensively. I think the third line really missed Freddie, and Freddie was, I thought, really good on the fourth. I want him back on that third line, don't get me wrong. We still won the majority of our faceoffs. I didn't see Freddie's exact numbers yet on that, but Nosek wasn't missed very much, and that's not that surprising. But more importantly, Freddie was able to somewhat drive a line where he was the center. And that's huge. That is really big. An interesting story to watch, I'd say. But you made the third line worse by taking him off it, which is not something that I really expected. So good on you, Freddie.
All right, guys, it does it for me. Like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, I do work during the next game, so I'm just going to do my best with that one. I then fly out the next morning, early in the morning, to Boston for the Winter Classic. I'm going to be there a day early, so that's pretty neat. God, I never know how to end these things. Go Bees!